Hello, I'm Ray O'Connor. I'm at the Dorchester, where Barbara Tamburini, an enologist from Italy, has just been giving a presentation on the best wines selected from Tuscany. Barbara, we tasted a lot of beautiful wines. One or two of them were particularly high in alcohol, 14.7 or so. Is there a trend towards these styles of bigger, high alcohol wines, or?
These two wines, I think you speak about the wines that was 14 and a half, and I can say a couple of things about the alcohol. In fact, there is first of all, the climate is changed, so we produce wines thanks to the climate, especially during the summer and in the autumn, with a higher quantity of sugar than in the alcohol into the wine. And one thing is that producers make attention not only like we have done in the past, looking to the technological maturation, but to the phenolic maturation too. In fact, we don't watch only the acidity and sugar, but only them, but we go to see the quantity of anthocyanins, polyphenols, and the extractability. So this
Extractability.
Right, that's it. And this is very important to obtain a very balanced wine. And usually the technological maturation is about 4 or 5 days before than the phenolic maturation that arrive later. So this is why we go on with sugar a bit more than what we have done in the past, thanks to this technology. But this higher alcohol is not a problem like taste, because sure as thanks to the polyphenols and the anthocyanin, a very good equilibrium, a very good balanced wine. So this is why it is not a problem, even if we see 14 or 14 and a half.
Yeah, it wasn't too big a deal. They were very balanced wines. They were. And they had freshness. Well, all the wines had quite a lot of freshness. But is there much of a difference between the wines on the coast of Tuscany and those of inland, or how do they differ?
I usually say that we can divide Tuscany in two with a vertical line. This is because there is usually a couple of weeks in advance with the maturation of the grapes in the coast in comparison with inland. And for every grapes, for example, the Merlot, usually in the coast we do the harvest during the last week of August, inland before 15 of September. So this is like to explain you the difference, and this is the climate that
so the coast is notably hotter, higher temperature on the coast than inland.
Yes.
And I presume you have some altitude as well inland as well, do you?
There is the altitude, and as I explained during the seminar, there is, for example, the temperatures and the rains are different thanks to the wind that usually send more cloud inside than to the coast.
Thank you. And the finally, the indigenous varieties, the local varieties. We've come across a few new ones today. And what is the motive, or what is the idea behind bringing out more indigenous varieties even today?
In Tuscany, we work a lot with the indigenous varieties, the local varieties. Everybody knows that the prince is the Sangiovese. The Sangiovese is not the less known, but the most known indigenous grape. And now we are working with the producer to rediscover a minor grape variety like the Vermentino Nero, Foglia Tonda, Pugnitello, Colorino, Cilieggiolo, and others. They are grapes that producers are going to rediscover to have something from the history to let know the customer that don't know very well our potential. So there is a double focus. The first one is to rediscover some from the history. The second is to have a unique wine to propose to the customer.
Something that stands out with culture. Yeah. Great. Thank you very much, Barbara. Very interesting. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. It's been a pleasure for me too.
Thank you very much. Good.